Hi fire signs, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So you can manage your emotions, all right? So you can identify your intuition to bring in that good relationship for yourself, so you can have an outside relationship, okay, outside of yourself, so you can use your intuition and have your heart open, all right? It will help you attract more love if you keep your heart open, fire signs, all right? Why? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. Maybe you feel connected to someone by the heart. But right now, you've got to keep your heart open because you're around a narcissist, or you're being a fucking narcissist, fire signs. Take it as it resonates. Because now someone's looking at maybe self-love, because it comes from the heart seeks the soul. So now maybe you're using your intuition to bring in self-love, all right? Because love will attract more love, right? Love of self, love of being, love of planet, love of God, to bring in that balance of the heart, the yin and the yang, so you can co-create in love with the universe, because the universe needs love. So maybe open up your heart as a challenge, because you've got to make a decision to work on your own inner healing. Fire signs, if you don't want to be committed to your healing process, this channel is not for you, because we don't see healing as a cop-out. No matter what happens, no matter what challenges we have in our life, we make that decision and we work on our inner healing. Someone's making a decision and work on their inner healing because they feel like it will help them to attract more love. Because now you're looking at maybe health issues or heart issues, maybe a third-party person, because there's 3 hearts on the table. It's very challenging for you, maybe fire signs. You have to make that decision. Maybe you want to see an air sign person. Maybe you feel like making that decision to work on healing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. It seems a bit of a challenge, but keep your heart open, because love attracts love. And maybe you feel like you kept your heart open for an air sign person and it attracted her towards you. And now maybe you might be in shock that God answered your prayer, you know. So now maybe you feel like it's a challenge, trying to make that decision to work on a healing with an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Take it as it resonates. We look at the yin and the yang. Maybe you feel connected to this air sign person. Maybe you feel that's your little pet, little pet. Maybe you want to buy a pet. Oh gosh. Or maybe you want to give this person more love. She ain't your pet though. You already got a poodle. Maybe you're trying to find out more information. Don't treat like a pet. You know, you already got a poodle, baby. You already went down that road already. Don't do that again. All right? So maybe you want to give this person more love, but you want to make a decision to heal. Maybe you're trying to create patience because someone else is in the way. Maybe you're seeing someone else because you're petty, because you're seeing a poodle. So now you're making that decision to keep your heart open after you see the narcissist. Maybe you want to communicate with this air sign person, or you're manifesting communication with an air sign person, but you're under love spell with a narcissist earth sign person. Let me tell you, maybe you're trying to look at divorce, because what? You're under witch spell, man, that voodoo madness for some of you. And some of you are with an earth sign person that's full of themselves. You've got to separate from that person, because that person needs to figure themselves out. They don't know if they're lesbian. They don't know if they're straight. If they're left, right, center. They don't know what themselves. So you got to have caution around this person. You got to use your intuition around an earth sign person. You got to, all right, I read it for everyone else. Narcissist, earth sign. You got to create that distance. They're looking at sexuality as a caution for chemistry. Use your intuition. Somebody wants to change residence. Yeah, you are ready to go, digger, so move on. Someone else is in the way when it comes to date night, fire signs. Nope. You've got to distance yourself from this problems. You've got an addiction. You've got gambling, or you're on a honeymoon phase. Maybe you fake commitment, but you've been guided to confess. Because maybe there's a confession about a water sign person on the cycle when it comes to a vacation, when it comes to issues, you're lying. When it comes to someone expecting, they're spying, you got to let it go. It's giving you health problems now. People, things, and places. You got to be careful who you're around. Maybe your heart's hurting you. Maybe think about air sign person. Maybe go to the earth sign reading, because they're thinking about earth sign person as well. They want to date an earth sign person. We're talking about maybe of the same sex. Somebody needs to figure themselves out. Maybe you feel like an air sign person is very loving. Maybe a woman person. Take it as it resonates. Or you're thinking about having a children with this person, or this person is very intuitive, very psychic, very caring, or nurturing, or you'll think about Queen of Cups. But keep your heart open though. Love attracts more love. Love conquers love, you know. But when you want to lie about it, but love conquers with the devil, then no wonder you've got communication challenges with an air sign person. Because now you're looking at reliability. Maybe you're looking at relying on opening your heart. It's a bit of a challenge, but you're making that decision to work on inner healing. Maybe you've been looking at air sign person, how reliable they are, how organized they are. Because you maybe like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to information. Or maybe like learning from this person when it comes to an earth sign person. Or maybe like learn about reliability when it comes to your own information, being more studious to yourself. So maybe you're learning more about making decisions on your inner healing fire signs, and maybe that's making you more reliable to open your heart up to maybe an air sign person. So maybe you feel like an air sign person is your 2 of Cups. You want to come in reliable because you want to give it more love. Maybe you want to send them a message saying sorry. Maybe you took a few months. Or maybe you took a few years and you thought good things come to those who wait. Then you thought, fuck, she ain't waiting. You ain't that damn good. No, you didn't bring no reliability. So how can you be that good? You're being very egoistic, my friend. So now like, someone's looking at a partnership, maybe a soulmate connection, a 2 of Cups, God's 2 of Cups, an air sign person. Maybe they feel like they want to give more love, maybe, or you want to give more love to an air sign person. Maybe from an air sign person, it's just sexy, courageous. They can use their blocks to create any like opening. Yeah, when it comes to ideas, maybe you feel this is your match. Or you're spying. Queen of Wands is spying on a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to his cup of love, a water sign. But you lot are really sneaky beaky Becky's, boy. You lot really don't do your plays your voodoo madness, isn't it? So now someone's looking at maybe getting a new pet. That's what you need to go and get. Queen of Wands. Because someone is so jealous about an air sign person going towards a 2 of Cups. Could be a Gemini masculine dealing with a Queen of Wands, or Queen of Wands is dealing with a, you don't got to sort your life. You're not too immature, man. It comes to your information. Someone's relying on spying though and stalking because someone's making a very mature adult decision and working in a healing. But someone's being petty, man. Yeah, someone's being petty. But there's someone else, a Queen of Wands. She's taking that leap of faith, man. Or looking at a Leo person, a masculine. When it comes to patience, communication, telling the universe exactly what they want. Or they're telling this masculine Leo to be patient when it comes to communication and just tell the universe what you want. Yeah, take that leap of faith to the earth angel and make the offer of maybe a ring or maybe a promotion, investment. Maybe you're dealing with a Queen of Wands that she pets you up too much. Maybe it's your sister, auntie or something. But someone that really cares for you though. Could be energy of a bubbly woman, or it could be energy of a Queen of Wands or a water sign woman that looks out for a masculine Leo. You got to take it as it resonates, man. Have patience though. Maybe something happened on the 4th. Maybe something happened in April. At 11. 14th. 11. November. Or December 27. Take it as it resonates. Maybe somebody wants to work it out with you. They've been guided to work it out. Or maybe you are happy with a spiritual teacher. Or you had to be patient with a Taurus in this institution or your marriage or commitment. Someone's compromising. There's someone wants forgiveness. Somebody wants to work it out. Maybe a Taurus person. Maybe wants to work it out. But you got to put happiness first. Because it seems like there's been too many communication issues. That's why these challenges, someone's too promiscuous when it comes to Wheel of Fortune. But someone feels as if a Leo should be happy with a spiritual teacher Go and seek forgiveness. Work it out passionately with a Queen of Swords. Take that leap of faith. Maybe this Queen of Wands has got this masculine's back. She's got his happiness. Or someone's looking at a baby, a son. That's a spiritual guide. Or looking at, again, two masculines. Maybe there's two masculines, a baby, and the masculine, divine masculine, being guided by a spiritual baby. It takes patience to really understand it. You've got to have your heart open. So maybe someone's passionate about a spiritual baby. That's going to be a mentor, a spiritual mentor, a very gifted child. Maybe someone's ringing or soaring something. This message could be for you if the phone's ringing. Because someone feels unloved. That's why they've got to keep their heart open. Maybe there was a balance as a child. This is why they're still in their night or their pain, still learning about reliability, still learning about the heart. Because somebody was abandoned as a child, maybe a Leo person, but they have to go through that situation because maybe they're born to be a spiritual teacher. So they can actually relate to the people. So they've got the key to the mysteries of life and spirituality. Since a child. The Emperor, Leo person. Leo. He's been guided from a child. He fucking knows this, man. Ditto. Honestly. So now someone's learning about reliability. They can cross that bridge, or maybe they were fearing crossing the bridge towards an air sign person to work with that person. Because what's out in the open, maybe they had too many options. And maybe they were confused when it comes to collaboration or a team of people, spying. Maybe they involved too many people in this decision. And now it's become a challenge to make a decision to work on inner healing. It's all about inner healing before outside healing with a Queen of Swords, with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, or a King of Swords, because there's a woman here as well. But we saw the Queen of Swords though. Maybe you want to invest in an air sign person. You want to turn around to this Two of Cups. Maybe you feel like you had no empathy for this Two of Cups. So now someone's in regret, not turning round. Because maybe someone invested in a Taurus or a Scorpio person to spy on an air sign person, which is fucking immature. Immature, man. Immature. 5. That desire is what you sow is what you reap. So someone's investing in a Taurus person. They're saying what you sow is what you reap, because that investing in a Taurus person was a challenge to make a decision on healing someone. So now maybe you can't turn around now. Why? Because you made a decision that went against your inner healing. So now someone feels like they got to start all over again. Or you're thinking of a King of Pentacles going to invest in an air sign person. Now you're blood clot paranoid now. Oh well, your counterpart had to watch you be reliable to someone else, which was an earth sign person, a Taurus person, or a Scorpio person. Now they're not bringing their feelings to a King of Pentacles. Business is business, my friend. Business is business, man. So now you're looking at maybe an investment, or saying into me, I have a Two of Cups in my energy with maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. So then maybe you want to invest into a community with this person, or you want to invest moving in with this person. But it seems to be a conflict or a rival with Queen of Wands, maybe. Someone in your community or your home. And they're being very defensive, maybe. Or they want you to go and protect this person in the community. Take it as it resonates. Or someone's spying on the water sign person within their community. So they're creating their own challenges, their own rivals. Because maybe these women in these Two of Cups, they didn't even know that they were rivals to the end. Do you know what I mean? So now you're looking at someone that's being petty like an animal around a Leo person, maybe a Taurus person. Because now maybe you think about lovers, a Gemini person. Maybe you think about a Gemini person, this Queen of Wands, about a Gemini person, or had choices of love. Maybe they're choosing happiness. A Gemini person has chosen happiness because now they're planting a new foundation. It took patience because this woman was overbearing, demanding, maybe pushing their values onto other people. But I can see a happy ever after though. Fire signs. You got to trust the soul of the self. Yeah, because now someone's looking at their legacy. The legacy is their son. Or happiness is our legacy. Now, Gemini is probably worried, or this Queen of Wands worried about Gemini person when it comes to planting a foundation, maybe creating new babies, new pathways, new everything. So now someone's worried up at night, thinking maybe about institution or a Taurus person, or someone being very deceptive, maybe a Taurus person in a marriage or high-level commitment. Somebody probably wants to compromise or wants forgiveness. Me personally, I wouldn't work it out with a Cancer person or a Taurus person in the institution. Why? When you forgive people, because it's not the first time they've done this to people, they'll only go back and do it to someone else. So I wouldn't say forgiveness. I would go heal your backside. Maybe someone's thinking about Aquarius person. Or you're making that decision to work on your own inner healing. That's the truth, man. Well done. That's the truth. Maybe someone wants to go to Aquarius' energy, community. We're looking at reunions. Look at twin flame. Looking at maybe marriage, happy ever after. Looking at stability. Maybe someone was looking for someone's stability, but it came with deception, illusion, delusion. Someone's in a lunacy. And someone's easily persuaded by someone else. Fire sign, Leo. Maybe a businessman feels grounded, abundant, secure. Open your heart. It's bringing your healing. You made that right decision. It will help you to attract more love, more recognition, more goodwill. But it takes patience. Patient man ride donkey. Because it makes a big decision. Someone made a very good, honest, big decision. And made a difficult decision to work on their own inner healing. Which is now bringing attraction of more love. This is why maybe write your dreams down. Like for myself, September 2020, my soulmate said, do you still love me? I think that happened because he went back on his healing journey. Do you understand? And that's why love attracted by the soul of the selves. And that's why they can't stop talking in the soul world. Nearly 4 years, nearly bloody every day. So now there's a challenge now, maybe for an earth sign person or a business person or a Virgo person when it comes to maybe looking at someone's information. Someone's lying. Fire sign person, I know you got this challenge. Maybe you're lying to your Aquarius person because you keep looking back at the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. But make that decision to work on your own inner healing, even though someone's masquerading as a friend. It could be an earth sign person, a Taurus person, or a Cancer person, spying and looking at your routine on an everyday basis. So they're seeing that you're attracting love, maybe to an air sign person, or an air sign person is looking maybe at you, Queen of Wands, and they think that you're a lying, stealing scumbag. But maybe fire signs, a masculine feels as if an air sign person is the Empress in his 2 of Cups. So maybe someone's making that decision to heal a lie because somebody was parading as a friend. So now that friend is going spiritual prison, earth prison, mental prison, maybe a Taurus person, the way they invested with a Cancer person when it comes to their community or when it comes to their estate or stability, when it comes to, you know, public appearance. Now, someone is very jealous, maybe a Queen of Wands or a Taurus person when it comes to investment, with maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, the Empress. Someone's very jealous, very envious, all right? But someone's very, like, shallow. The shallow of the wallows, of the willows, of the 3 ugly sisters, I guess. There seems to be noise within their mind too much. Because someone's moving forward. They're seeing the willpower of someone moving forward as a soul having human experience, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. This is why they're jealous, because they're not happy. Do you understand? They've done so much lying, stealing, cheating, they're still not happy. So now, under deception, they realize they've done self-deception. So now someone's looking at spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison. Because somebody, okay, was doing planning maybe on a Leo person, or a Sagittarius woman, was looking at a Cancer person, or maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. A Gemini, and they want an entrapment. So now they're stuck in their minds about communication. Someone wants to compromise and forgive them, or forgiveness. Because maybe a Leo person has had a fight, a long fight. to maybe 5 years with the Gemini Libra Aquarius person. So now they're looking at her movements, how powerful it is, this person being a soul having human experience. But all it came with battles, and it's been highlighted. Someone came with battles, maybe a Taurus person or institution, or a Taurus person or a Cancer person. They bring with too much fighting, slander, verbal, physical, mental abuse. When you don't want to communicate with someone and they write to you for 5 years in a row, and you're giving information secretly to a Taurus person or institution or a Cancer person, that's mental abuse, bro. It's mental abuse no matter how you look at it. So now someone went in. Maybe someone wants to come in passionately with communication because someone wants to compromise or want forgiveness about being promiscuity, or maybe going flirty-birty with a Taurus person because it was an delusion, all right? So now you understand the situation that somebody maybe was finessed, and now there's a fight because they keep looking at an air sign person when it comes to forgiveness. They want to work it out. Maybe someone wants to fight at any cost when it comes to maybe the divine masculine not communicating with an air sign person. Why? Because they communicate by intuition instead. So no one can't tell them nothing. This is why maybe someone is around a person when it comes to their routine. They're trying to see they've got a different perspective about their heart when it comes to victory with an air sign person. Because they can't hear what we're talking about unless we say. But when you look down within yourself, write your dreams down, someone's in a telepathic communication. So we don't care what outside have to say. It's what it has to say within oneself. So now someone's relying on their intuition. They want forgiveness, maybe. Somebody feels like they're learning about love. So maybe someone's got insight when it comes to their heart attracting love. And it's bringing also, not just love, it's bringing in their ships to come in to be them more reliable. But within this insight, when it comes to reliability, they've been looking at making a decision on working on a line. But they have to work on blocking a Taurus person when it comes to investments. You've got to block it, man. Because now someone understands maybe a Taurus person was praying for entrapment. She's the devil when it comes to King of Wands. Maybe it's King of Wands looking at happily ever after. But he was juggling with a Taurus person when it comes to investments, when it comes to sparking ideas. Maybe this masculine has an urge to create. But now someone's taking a leap of faith, maybe, to a Queen of Swords, who is the Empress, and a Two of Cups, a real-life Empress within their community. They used to rule a kingdom, the first and only civilization to mankind. So now someone is looking at love with a Queen of Swords. They think she is the Empress. And now maybe Queen of Wands for like someone, a masculine, maybe it's missed out an opportunity, a surprise gift because of a Cancer person, being petty. So now someone wants to maybe give more love to maybe an air sign person. Maybe love, romance, marriage. Maybe this Queen of Wands wants to work it out with a Leo person. Maybe they want forgiveness over a Cancer person, fighting at any cost towards a Leo person when it comes to his wish fulfillment. Because he is the masculine, the divine masculine to the Empress. Maybe they're manifesting forgiveness from a Leo person. Divine masculine in an delusion. Leo's working. Maybe Leo's working at controlling their happiness and their resources. It might have took a long time, but you'll defeat the situation. Somebody probably wants to work on a marriage, maybe. An earth sign person wants to secretly work with maybe a Cancer person. But someone's working on blocking a Taurus person at this institution because the way they treat the real life Empress. Maybe they want forgiveness because they're so immature. But that's a deception as well. You got to block that person. Maybe you got to block that Taurus person. They're not intuitive. They're not spiritually guided. They're nothing. They're just nothing. Five of Pentacles. Somebody just working with someone to make them feel left out in the cold, man. And that's the only truth that's there for. So now they got to compromise. And they want forgiveness. And they want to work it out with a Leo person. Because there's a conflict with about 5 people in the institution when it comes to spiritually being guided. There's a conflict with a Cancer and a Leo person. Or a Taurus person in the institution. Somebody was lying, stealing, cheating to a Leo person. They come to lunacy, deception. It's a burden. And maybe it's a burden holding back to his choice, which is an air sign person. Because now there's divided loyalty. There seems to be a challenge though, obstacles, rivals when it comes to this higher priest. No, when it comes to Hierophant, it could be institution. It could be like a high level commitment or a marriage or the music industry. Do you know what I mean? Someone you work, someone you're dedicated, someone you got passion. It's under false impression, false success. Someone has clashes when it comes to intuition, a Taurus person and a Cancer person. They're fighting for it, but you can't fight for something you don't have. You're inexperienced when it comes to intuition. Very inexperienced. Maybe they might have a little, but are not as big as the Hierophant or the Higher Priestess. Yes, you might have a spark of ideas. Great. You might have a little piece of intuition. Great. But it's not as powerful as the Hierophant, the Empress, or the Higher Priestess, or the Emperor. Nowhere near, man. So now you're looking at maybe someone feels left out in the cold when it comes to community. Maybe they were abandoned out of the community as a child, so then they got abandonment issues. So someone tried to migrate back to their culture, but someone took that as an excuse to lie, steal, and cheat. Do you understand? So someone won't make the decision to work on their inner healing because really they went back maybe to get to know their culture because they were removed from that culture as a child. But a Taurus person and its community with a Cancer person or Gemini person took the fucking piss. So now someone's looking at a businessman, maybe looking at a King of Pentacles, maybe a Virgo person or a Taurus person, a Capricorn person, taking a leap of faith. Maybe they're looking at this insight when it comes to reliability, when it comes to twin flame energy, or when it comes to reliability to someone's community when they feel abandoned. Maybe someone wants to invest in an air sign person or a Gemini person. You're thinking about fire signs. You're in worry, maybe about a Taurus person when it comes to communication, when it comes to like moving out, moving in, when it comes to stability. Someone paid way too much money for someone's rent, way too much money for someone's public appearance, way too much when a person even liked them. They were lying. So someone's lying about making a decision to work on healing. Someone's lying. Someone's lying. They're not working on healing. They're lying. They're lying. Maybe Cancer person, lying. Queen of Wands, maybe. Taurus, defo. Lying. They're not making a decision to work on inner healing. They're lying. It's a lie. Seven of Swords. Lying. Masquerading. Lying. Making a fool out of themselves. Why? Pages, man. They're only learning about intuition. Only just started. That's why they're lying about making a decision on work. They can't. They're too used to their old form of way. So now they're up at night. They have to face their karmic debt. They have to get rid of their karmic cycle before they can even graduate from their first foundation of intuition to bring in their wish fulfillment. They have to graduate from their levels first. You can't just jump the queue. This is not university in the Western world, you know, or in Nigeria where you can pay £2 for plagiarism. This is Earth School. You know, like emissions. With emissions, right? Your blueprint, your footprint is your blueprint for emissions, isn't it? It's just the same with us. We're energy. So every time we walk on Earth, right? The angels, the universe, God, the workers are literally yourself. Every time you take a step, you're leaving an imprint. You're leaving words about yourself. Do you understand? So all the universe got to do is look back at your footprint, your emissions, the gas you left in the air. Is it clean or is it toxic? Do you understand? So every time we walk, it's just like emissions. It leaves something. Are you either going to leave good emissions so we can get to that target for 2050 when it comes to COP 2016 or COP, when did it start? COP 2016, I think it was. Ooh, don't quote me on the number. All right? But it's interrupting your wish fulfillments in the future. It's your blueprint. It's your footprint. It's your blueprint to your future. Because remember, with energy, ego, what energy are you going with, dark or light? To map out your future, to take the next level. Now, someone's got to go back. Imagine going to school and uni takes 4 years. You've got to go back for the 4 years and start all over again. This is not GTO, you know, GTO where you can get little secrets to just jump the levels. This is not a game on your internet, bro, or your console. Now, someone's wishing fulfillment, fire signs. Maybe you're choosing love, my lovelies. by using our intuition, because it comes from self-love, the holy grail of self. Maybe you want to do an outpouring to the Empress, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, because now maybe a lover, Gemini, was working with the Queen of Wands. He's back again. He said, don't start, V. Don't start. Don't start. I don't like her. I don't like her. He said, I don't like her. Don't even mention me. So how am I... It's not about you, though, King of Swords. I told you now, go and find park yourself somewhere else. This is not your reading. This is fire sign reading. What are you even doing here? I don't like her, he said. I just don't like her. I just don't like her. Someone's gone completely off this Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is trying to get a reunion with this maybe King of Swords. But King of Swords said, no, I don't want to. He doesn't even want to take any offers from this person. Maybe he has to. Maybe they got a child together, maybe. For some of you. But for some of you, when it comes to this karmic Queen of Wands, when it comes to this King of Swords, I don't like her. I don't want her near me. I think he knows deep down how it all started. Spiking. It's a common thing, you know. It may not be in the newspaper, but it's a common thing. Look around, man. So it's a bit. The more you go in your discernment, the more you correct your flaws, walking love, talking truth, you're gonna see so much things more clearly. Who's a Jezebel? Who's a Delilah? Who's under deception? Who's under illusion? Because you know what? Love really does conquer. Because now maybe someone's heartbroken. That's what he said. That's why I don't want to talk about her. He said, I don't like Sagittarius because all she wanted was my money, my inheritance, my legacy, whatever's going for the future. I don't like her. I just don't want to even deal with her. He doesn't want to be in the same place as this person. He doesn't like her. So now someone's going some blunt talking to a Queen of Swords. Maybe they feel wounded. They want to send a message because they're stuck with a Taurus person, the devil. King of Wands looking at, maybe being single. Ugh. Maybe he's blocking someone being single. That's the truth, maybe. I don't know. Take it to resonates. Someone's heartbroken, though. Blessing the King of Swords, man. I feel him. King of Swords, man. He needs to go and heal. But somebody's thinking about Aquarius person. But someone fair's going towards Aquarius person because they know a Leo and Aquarius person has got a big fight with a Taurus person in this institution. And he knows Aquarius person don't play. They don't play. So now his sneaky beaky Becky is scared of Aquarius person. Next time, behave your fucking self. Could be 2 stars, acting like an arsehole. A Cancer and a Taurus person. Creating conflicts for a Leo and Aquarius person. Over what? New job, rise, promotion, investments. Fire signs, you're going for a new job, new rise, new promotion, new investments, new income. You're the Leo, you've got the strength, you've got the sparkling ideas. Maybe it was a difficult situation when it comes to sparkling ideas. Maybe you're moving away because you made a difficult situation. Because maybe looking at a Queen of Pentacles, you feel it's a burden when it comes to generational wealth. They were out for your money. So they were relying on this manipulation, confusion. Now you feel stabbed in the back. Or maybe the King of Pentacles, look at a situation on a Gemini person. He feels maybe he's found his counterpart. Or maybe he's thinking about a lover. He's gone within. He's thinking about a fire sign person. When it comes to promiscuity. Someone's tower's coming down because someone's doing some blunt talking to a Queen of Swords. Because somebody wants to send a message to a Queen of Swords, man. And somebody wants to stuck a Taurus person, jealous, envious. Where's he going again? Have I just seen this? King of Swords, King of Wands. Single block. He feels left out in the cold. He's single now. Maybe he feels left out in the cold with the truth because he juggled his own fucking happiness. Never mind, baby. Never mind. The same way you said Genevieve's worth fighting for, I guess your own happiness ain't worth fighting for then, eh? Because you did the most for that one. And you ain't doing shit for your own love, your own soulmate. There's nothing we can do about that. You're a big man. You can come out whenever you feel like it. If you don't want it, oh well, you stay outside. And when you're ready to kick down the door and say, where's my fucking wife? I come to get my wife back. She loves when you're sexy like that. She loves when he's demanding, you see. She just loves it. That's all she remembers about him. That's why. Being demanding. Not demanding, but blatant, you know. That's what she likes. That's what she misses, I guess. Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.